What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. So the editor is currently out of commission, but I still wanted to make this video anyways. Like, didn't want to, find some excuse not to do it. So here it is. This is going to be a later video than usual. Like at the moment, it's already 7:30 a.m. So probably like whatever I'm sharing here is going to be a lot more relevant to what you guys are doing. But anyways, to anyone that's new, welcome. And like one of the one of the things that I want to start right off is the fact that I really hope you guys watched my videos from like 2 weeks ago, where for a series of probably 2 weeks straight, I was basically just saying like, hey guys, the warning signs for a big Bitcoin dump is in play. I don't see this changing anytime soon, and I want you guys to get into swing short, or at the very least, start shorting. And like, if the thumbnails weren't, obvious enough, I really hope you guys at least followed along with the calls. Like yesterday, we managed to catch one of these moves over here. Like overall, this is not the first time that I've caught like a super major dump. And the last time I did it was back in November, where for a month straight, basically, like I was just like, hey, short, 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 short. So enough tooting my own horn. Just understand, like, price action don't lie. And as long as we, are able to read what is happening on price action objectively without adding our own biases to it, this is how we become successful as traders. This is how we're able to just position ourselves on the right side of every move. But that aside, I'm going to get into the intraday setup for Bitcoin. And honestly, it's going to be super straightforward because, well, Bitcoin's dumping straight down. Guess what happens when the market's going down? We follow the trend because as traders, the trend is our friend. As long as the market is showing no signs of ending this downtrend, we are going to simply sell low and then buy back lower, which is kind of how shorting works. So yeah, for today, the daily bias is towards the downside. Yes, we are heading towards $65,000. One of the things that's amazing to see so far is the fact that volatility has started to pick up. Now, what do I mean by this? If we just go back to the average ATR, what you'll start to see is that the average volatility for Bitcoin prior to this was just at around $2,000, right? This means that from the low to the high of the daily candle, you're only moving about $2,000, which is not a lot in the context of Bitcoin, as you can see from here, right? We have dealt with a lot more volatility in the past. Now, why do I bring this up? Well, that's because yesterday was the first time in a while where the high of the candle was at 74,000 and the low was at 70,600. So that was a high to low of $3,400. It is a sign the volatility is starting to pick up again. And why does this matter to you? Well, as traders, we profit from volatility, right? As traders, we can go both ways. We can short, we can go long. As long as the market is moving, there is money to be made. Thing that made Bitcoin super tough over the last few months is that the average volatility was only decreasing, was never increasing. Now that volatility is back, let's take advantage of it. So in terms of the daily chart, I've really kind of like laid that out. But in terms of the 1 hourly, what I'm going to be specifically looking for, now that we have established that we are very deep into a downtrend, and we've established the fact that it's pretty unlikely that we're going to return back to this order block here on the 1 hourly chart, I'm going to take advantage of some sort of a candle close beneath this order block here on the 1 hourly chart, which will happen in about 24 minutes, right? If we get that candle close, this is going to turn into a new bearish order block where basically you are just going to trade price like this. You break down, you come up, and you short. You place a stop above, you place the entry here, and you target for 2R. Now, I know that $65,000 is very likely to get hit sometime within the near future, but that day is probably not today. If if the average volatility tells us anything, it's that price at the moment is not moving more than $3,500 a day on the high end. And as for today, we've already kind of started, you know, basically the day at around $71,000, and we're already down to 69. So 2K is already in. So you can reasonably expect another 1, maybe 2K at most. So with that out of the way, like we're already inside the trading window. So by the time you watch this video, if it's valid, then go for it. This is the setup. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, keep shorting. This downtrend is nowhere close to over. And when you observe that the market is in a certain trend, you follow the trend because that's where easy money is made. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it's that one. But outside of that, I'll see you on X, where I'll be posting any live trades that I do take. Like yesterday, I called one on USD Canadian. Didn't quite end up hitting 2R, unfortunately, but Bitcoin was super solid, right? Take a look at this, and kaboom. On the next one, like a few minutes later, that TP is basically hit. So I'm gonna try to post this later. But otherwise, like, yeah, see you guys tomorrow.